Good evening. Good to have you with us in the 9 p.m. edition of the Urban Debate. Viewers, over the next 1 hour, we're going to put the spotlight on elections and the election season in some of our key states, West Bengal and Tamil Nadu. And so much of political activity has already begun. Let's begin with what's happening in West Bengal. In fact, let's begin with what's happening in Tamil Nadu. Because in Tamil Nadu, an age-old case is back to the forefront. Vijay Dharani of the Congress Party. Dr. Vijay Dharani, where does your party stand now on this issue? What should be done?
See, as far as Congress Party is concerned, we are very clear that the assassins have committed a crime and they are undergoing conviction. So there is nothing that there can be any case of acquittal thereafter. They are undergoing conviction, and once there is a pardon given by reducing the sentence from death sentence to the next level, that is life imprisonment. So they are asking for a reduction of the sentence further for the second time. That's what we have to see. Legally speaking, now that they have undergone the punishment for several number of years, wherein the Supreme Court has not clearly stated that how many number of years they have to undergo the sentence. It is not clear. No court has made any clarification in this regard. Henceforth, they have to approach the governor and the president under some mercy circumstances, which they have done so. Here is a case, neither of the parties, neither the ADMK, nor the DMK, or the Congress, or the BJP, or any other party in this world or in India, cannot decide the fate of these convicts who are undergoing the sentence. So it is, even the Supreme Court has clearly stated, it is for the governor or the president to decide on these issues. When there is a petition under 161, they could decide on their own. It is their discretion. This is what has been stated. But having the offense being
that's fine, Dr. Vijay Dharani. I know, Dr. Vijay Dharani, I know this is a tricky one and a complicated one for you, for the Congress Party and those who are members of the Congress Party, but I still haven't got an answer from you. Does the Congress Party believe this should happen or shouldn't happen? Should he be released or should he not be released early?
The law can take its own course. That's what
I think Tanvi, you got your answer.
We are very clear about this. We are very clear that they are convicts and they are undergoing the sentence. And there is no case that they have not committed the crime. The crime is committed, investigation is over.
So the Congress Party is not going to take a stand on it.
Insofar as sentence are concerned. So now insofar as release is concerned, Congress Party is very clear that the law can take its own course. Whoever
Indian citizenship.
Yes, Dr. Vijay Dharani, yes, go ahead.
See, now, when you speak about humanitarian grounds, I would like to come across here on the issue of people who have died along with Sri Rajiv Gandhi. So many women from the Mahila Congress died in the spot. And even my mother was terribly injured, and still she is a living monument. She is just like a vegetable more. She can't eat. She is only drinking. We are just grinding the rice and pouring it in her mouth last 25 years. And there are a lot of other women, and particularly one particular inspector who is now retired as an SP, was fully wounded and so many plastic surgeries done. And she is fully handicapped. Like this, so many people died and injured in the incident. Have they all pardoned these people? And what is the humanitarian consideration for all these parties, for these people who have died, their families, and the people who are still suffering? I would like to ask this question.
Yes, okay.
When the killers of Mahatma Gandhi can get a reprieve, a conspirator of Mahatma Gandhi's killing, a convicted of conspiracy can get a reprieve, can lead his life peacefully.
Okay, Dr.
after
Vijay
18
Dani
years in
wants to
prison.
respond. Yes, Dr. Vijay Dani.
Yeah, Tanvi, I would like to say, when it comes to, see, Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi, and even my mother was affected and even suffering even till today. Even I have pardoned. Our Rahul ji has pardoned. Priyanka ji has pardoned. We are pardoning them. Rest of even all other victims can pardon them. Never mind. But does the decision lie in our hands? The decision lies in the hands of some other constitutional authority. They have to decide. We leave it to them to decide. Whatever they say, we'll go by that. Congress party has no reservations as to whether they have to be let out or kept inside. Let them decide on humanitarian grounds or whatever ground.
Okay. This is a very, very sensitive issue to everybody who hails from Tamil Nadu. But at this point of time, I will have to bring this to a close. And which is why we now know why it is a very important political issue as well. Where does it go next? Well, time will only tell what decision is taken and at what time. The governor has clearly raised his hands and said, this is not my decision. I had this with me for 2 years, but it's the president who should be taking this call. So let's wait and watch whether a decision is actually taken before the elections are held in Tamil Nadu. Thank you so much for joining us.